Hey everyone, welcome back to the second edition to the Lost Hikers survival scenario. Last we left off on part 1, we were about to build a quick shelter and hunker down for the night because of the impending weather change. If you have yet to see that video, click the link in the video description to check out part 1. Thank you guys so far for the overwhelming support. It's been awesome. If you guys have any ideas for future videos, leave a comment down below. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and I want to make videos on what you guys want to keep seeing. So leave a comment below. I'll be sure to read those and enjoy the second edition to the Lost Hiker Survival Series.
Run on for a long time. Let me tell you the guy who cut you down.
Behind us, I'm just going to chop down a ridgepole, and as you can kind of see here, the area where I live, it floods a lot, as you can see in these low-lying areas. Up here is going to be the highest ground that I have seen thus far, so we're going to make a basically just a lean-to, and then you want to get off the ground, but beggars can't be choosers. We're pressed for time here, so I'm just going to pile a bunch of these pine boughs together, make them a nice cozy mattress. This is highland, so it won't flood in the event of a monsoon, and then we'll just cover them with a tarp. You'll be good to go for the night, and then we'll hike out in the morning. So let's get to it. Perfect. How you feeling? Good. Can you hand me that tarp over there? We're building your shelter. I got it halfway done. Perfect. This will keep you dry. It's got a reflective surface. It's gonna reflect your body heat back at you. This is called a grabber outdoor blanket. I think these are like 15 bucks. You can get them on Amazon. I'll link it in the description below. So the key with this shelter is it's for one person. You want to make it as small as possible so that his body heat can warm up the shelter. Don't make it too big so that you cannot heat it up. Keeping with the theme of haste, we don't have time to make tent pegs. Let's just take something to weight down the back. Two sticks we find. Take your knife. Take your pick of a knife. Sharpen one end down. Do the same thing. Here I have this extra flap. I'll just make a little awning for us. For you, rather. There you go. I know it's crude, but it'll get you through. Enough room for you to lay. If we have time later, hopefully we can build a fire out here, and maybe we can structure this up some, but for now we need to hunker down. You want to hand me a scoop of pine boughs. Looks like there's a bunch over there. We'll make your mattress enough. We need at least 3 inches of thickness. There you go. So we're gonna build up your whole base here, and then you want a good enough loft because you're gonna compress that throughout the night. And even though you're in this humid, hot climate, it does drop down and it gets cold around 4 or 5 in the morning. So let's just be proactive about that. Go grab more. So fortunately, looks like it was only a couple sprinkles and a little rumble. So let's try and get a fire going because we drank up all our water and we're gonna need that in this humidity. I don't know if you can see, sweat's already pouring and I don't want to be wasting more electrolytes on you. So let's get to some of this dry stuff. I know it just got done raining, but anything up off the ground is still gonna be dry. This stuff has been dead, it's bone dry. So like Bear Grylls says, if it snaps and crackles like a fire, it's good for a fire. So this will be good fuel. Make sure you don't get any of the green stuff. So help me collect some of this. We're gonna need pencil thickness, pretty much as thin as you possibly can. Get all these ends together and get me a whole bundle. Cool? So in general, especially this climate, you don't want to lay your kindling tinder on the ground. It's going to soak up all that moisture, especially since it just got done raining. So all I'm doing is making a little platform. You got the kindling? Perfect. I'm going to keep this up off the ground, and then we'll go to our next stage of kindling. So we're going to want a little bit thicker than this, probably thumb, and then we'll go to wrist, and then we'll boil up some water for the night. We got our small. We'll take a few more, these mediums. Take the time to separate them. That'll be medium. And now we just need a few larger wrist size. All right, now let's go find some tinder. All this stuff, wood light, like I said, it just rained. So we'll take some of this, you know what could be an accelerant, and start it along though. Pine sap, this is when the tree is wounded. Super sticky, you're probably going to ruin your knife. It's going to be sticky for a while. Collect that in your tinder bundle. We're going to put this over here on the side. Now we're going to clear a space so that we don't burn the whole forest down, unless you're trying to search and rescue. We're in luck. Found some monkey fur. You can find these at the base of these palms. It's dry from the rain and highly flammable. Resembles a cotton ball, perfect tinder. Fire should be 1 step away from your shelter. All that's extremely flammable. Everything's wet here, but just like we did over here to keep everything dry, we can build a fire base just with what we have around. It won't be a very large one, so that should suffice. So let's get everything ready. Here's our tinder bundle. With our pine resin chunks in it. We'll stick this right here. Now we need what's called a brace stick. This is how I make my fire. There's 1,000 ways to do it, obviously. We need something like that to give it some height. That'll be perfect. So Let's get the fire starter. This is my fire kit right here on the top of this little accordion. This is the Hill People Gear Aston house pack with some other goodies and features customized. Right here on the top is my fire steel, wet fires, this will burn underwater, some petroleum jelly so you can rub on cotton balls. We got a torch, and we got extra lighters for the torch, as well as jute twine. So in the event you couldn't find tinder, you have a self-contained kit. Here you go, and redundant backup fire rods. Shouldn't be too difficult. We'll try with this. 90-degree spine. I grind these on all my knives. Turn it upside down. Heat likes to rise. You're not out of the woods yet. We're gonna take this next pile and we're gonna hold it over. Let the flames lick it. Do not rush this part. You're not able to go on to the second stage until you see the flames pop through the first layer. If you want a burst of air, you can lift it, temperature regulate it. Now you can start casually laying the thicker next layer of kindling on. So as you can see, we're keeping it a fairly small fire. It's a very purpose-driven one. We're not trying to do a bonfire, hang out with friends. We're simply trying to boil up some water. Keep it small, don't waste your resources. This is not a cooking fire. You're gonna wait till it burns down to a bed of coals, then you can cook over that. However, you can boil water, which is, again, what we are after. This is stagnant, but we know it just rained, so this is gonna be as good as any. All right, let's head back to camp. So, just because there's not visible flame does not mean that it is not hot. So stick that right in the middle, let everything burn around it, and come back to check on it. Once you have a rolling boil, it's good to drink. Pro tip, add some pine needles for vitamin C and make your water taste a lot better. We'll steep this, make a pine needle tea. Cozy in there. There you go. This is cooled off a little bit. Still super hot. Got it? You go get some shut-eye. I'll finish here with the fire, pull first watch, and we'll regroup in the morning. Morning sunshine. You ready to move? I made you something, put you together some provisions. Here's some tinder and some fire starting stuff. Filled up some of your water. Let's get you out of here. You want to head west. Follow the river. All right, I'm gonna put this fire out. Get rid of this camp. Leave no trace, so make sure all this is good, and I think I'm gonna hike out here myself. It's been quite an eventful hike, I would say. Please share, like, subscribe, comment below if you liked what you saw here. I'm going to have links in the description below, all the gear that you saw here and where to get it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.